The Las Vegas Raiders have rookie minicamp in just the next couple of days, and I am super excited. However, we have already seen a different type of aura surrounding this Las Vegas Raiders team. I mean, Geno Smith, Max Crosby, and a bunch of other guys, Trey Tucker, DeCamerion Richardson, they are working. And they are working really, really hard right now. And, you know, the different aura is, last year at this time, a lot of people weren't really working. They were just, you know, taking some time off. But with Pete Carroll, with this new ownership, or not ownership, but Tom Brady coming in, and obviously new OC and Chip Kelly, this entire team has a lot to learn. And they're already putting in the work, and rookie minicamp is going to be so much fun. So what I wanted to do in this video was kind of breaking down exactly what you need to be looking for, and also what we already learned from this voluntary minicamp that is already happening with Geno Smith, right? We see him completing passes with Trey Tucker and throwing to Jacoby Myers and Max Crosby, getting and building some chemistry with Landon Roberts at practice. Again, this is about to be really fun, so let's dive into a little bit of it. Now, obviously, the biggest change to this team is not only Pete Carroll, but Geno Smith is the new quarterback of this football team. Now, a lot of people say he's very old, he's not going to be here too long. Well, we got to remember, the first 6, 7, first half of his career, he wasn't playing at all. So he doesn't have a lot of miles already, tarnished. This guy is fresh. This dude is really starting to get into the prime of his football career. He's still got really good arm strength, and that's something he always says. Hey, listen, I've been in the league a while, but I have not played for a long time. I am still feeling very young, right? He doesn't get hit a lot. He's just starting to hit that prime. So, yeah, the Raiders did not want to come out here and draft a quarterback that early like Shedeur Sanders, because I feel like it would be a lot of pressure not only on Geno Smith, but also a lot of pressure to play Shedeur Sanders. And you might not need to play Shedeur Sanders for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, depending on how well Geno Smith plays. So I think that is a big factor. Another factor is Michael Mayer, man. Michael Mayer out here catching passes. A lot of people thought that Michael Mayer was not going to be on this football team going into next season. A lot of people said this man right here, who kind of looks like Jordy Nelson, would be getting traded from this football team this offseason. But Pete Carroll might actually like the fact that not only do they have one tight end, Brock Bowers, but 2 tight ends in Michael Mayer as well. Makes you a lot more dynamic. And I love the leadership that Geno Smith is also bringing to this football team. To be here almost every single day, to be putting in that work almost every single day, and to be grinding alongside Max Crosby, okay? Listen, when you have a guy like Max Crosby, it kind of heightens the potential of everybody else, because they see how hard this guy's working. They see how hard this guy has worked throughout his career to get to where he is. People are following Max Crosby. People want to follow Geno Smith. And the fact that these guys are here working extremely hard, a lot of people tend to follow. And that's what we're seeing in this year's NFL offseason, at least for the Raiders thus far, which is a huge, huge upside. And going forward, I'm thinking this could be a massive season, man. I really do. So that is one thing I'm really excited about. I want to see these guys continue to develop. The younger guys, the new free agent pickups, how are these guys going to play with one another? But what I really wanted to do in this video was I wanted to break down some guys that you're going to need to keep your eye on going into training camp, mini camp, OTAs. Some guys that I think could break out this season, especially with the rookie class. Now, before we do get into that, comment down below one player, whether it be Geno or anybody. Who are you most excited to see this season for the Las Vegas Raiders? But also, hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering this Raiders offseason every single day, which covers training camp, OTAs, mandatory minicamp, rookie minicamp, preseason games. We got you guys covered. And also, comment down below P2 if you want me to break down rookie minicamp practices as well. And let's kind of get into some guys you need to look out for in the next few days. Now, offensively, we're in a very interesting spot, and you have a lot of new guys. You can tell the depth on this team is a lot of young players. I mean, Jack Bech looks like he could be a day one starting wide receiver for this Las Vegas Raiders football team. So in rookie minicamp, all eyes are going to be on Jack Bech, right? That's going to be huge. Also, you look at Ashton Jeanty, the number 1 or number 6 overall pick in this year's NFL draft. All eyes are going to be on him. Now, there's not going to be too much to see just because, obviously, There's no contact, there's no pads, there's nothing like that. It's going to be all footwork and seeing what the dude can do out of route concepts and whatnot out of the backfield. So that'll be cool to see as well. Then you get back to the wide receiver room. Dont'e Thornton. I mean, this guy's 6'4" height, 4'3" speed, absolute glitchy player. And to get him in the 4th round, I loved that value of him, to be honest. You also bring another big body wide receiver in Colin Johnson. That way, maybe if Dont'e Thornton's not ready to go, this is a guy that can be a big body wide receiver. Go up and catch a lot of balls for you. You got Tommy Mellott, who's can be a quarterback. He could be a running back. He can play tight end. Think about a Taysom Hill and Tommy Mellott, or even a Julian Edelman. Reminds me a lot as well. So a lot of guys right away. Rookie minicamp is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And then you look at Charles Grant. I mean, to steal this guy in the 3rd round, has day 1 starting potential, but has a lot of work to do. So I don't think he will be a day 1 starter by any means necessary. I do think he's got a ton of potential. From there, Caleb Rogers, another guy who is an interesting prospect, more of a guard than he is a tackle. And I think he'll be day 1 depth and maybe even a rotational piece at time as well. But I might have a chance to compete for a starting job in the next year or two. From there, Cam Miller, a guy that Tom Brady really liked in this process, a winner, a guy that, has only known winning in his NFL or his college football, high school career, has only known winning, which is huge, right? So you want winners, you want guys who know how to win, you want guys who know how to lead, and this is a guy that could do that. Is he going to be a massive star down the line? I have no idea. I have no clue. But overall, when you look at this dude's highlights, when you look at the film, I love it. I really do love what he brings. From there, you look at the defensive side of the ball. Now, they didn't add any high-end talent outside of Darien Porter out the gate in the 3rd round, and this is a guy that I do believe has day 1 starting capabilities. The height, the size, the speed, everything fits into what Pete Carroll likes to do with his corners. And then you also look at Decamerion Richardson, who also fits that kind of brand of football. However, there is a guy that I think is going to make an impact on this football team as a UDFA in Mello Dotson. This is a guy that I did not think at all should be a UDFA. And again, I think he'll make the team. I really do believe he's going to be really, really dynamic. Honestly, don't be surprised if he starts to stand out. I'm going to say it right now. From there, you got Tonka, you got JJ, you got Cody. These are all guys that have a lot of leadership traits. A lot of athleticism, a lot of versatility. I mean, JJ plays both sides of the football. Fullback, play tight end. You can play interior defensive line, exterior defensive line. He can play anywhere. Really can. This dude is dynamic. This dude, Tonka is a guy that I love because of the athleticism, the willingness to get after the quarterback on the interior of the defensive line. Maybe isn't a zero technique at all, but he's more of a guy that can rush from inside the defensive line. That's huge. And then Lindeberg, I think, adds a lot of leadership to this team, which is cool from a rookie. But he'll be behind Tommy Eichenberg, Atlanta Roberts, Devin White, Amari Burney, probably even behind Amari Gainer as well. He's got a lot of work to do to develop going forward. But overall, when I look at what this team did in not only the draft, but UDFA, undrafted free agency, they've added a ton of leaders, a ton of guys that want to be better, that want to be coached, and that is huge. I am obsessed with the way this team looks right now, and I think rookie minicamp, and I believe tomorrow, is going to be so eye-opening. So get ready for that, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in the next one.